I'm Diane Cox. I'm the director of the Kerr-Tar Regional Council of Governments, and we're so pleased that you're here with us today for our Focus 2020, our Regional Economic Development Summit. This event is a unique opportunity for those who are working to grow the Kerr-Tar region to come together and discuss the opportunities and challenges that lay ahead. Today's guests and speakers come from different communities in different parts of the state, even from a different country, but have gathered here to discuss the core economic issues that impact us all. The more we listen and learn from each other, the more equipped we'll be to pursue opportunities to create an even better Kerr-Tar region.
I'm Gordon Wilder, Chair of the Vance County Board of Commissioners, and it is great to see a number here who are interested in our economic development from all 5 counties. And we do a lot of good things pulling here and yonder, but when we start pushing and pulling in the same direction, we'll make some progress. And that's what I look forward to after today.
You know, as I look across this Performing Arts Center, what I see here today exemplifies what teamwork is all about, and the result is progress, and working together is success. The City of Henderson and Vance County are proud investing partners for our future that leads to days just like this. It is our job as leaders that we make these strides and give our residents a sense of hope and vision for tomorrow, for they depend on us.
I do want to take a moment to introduce myself. I am Richie Duncan, the Franklin County Economic Development Director.
Well, my job is to give you a sense of where we are in the economy, national, state, as well as local. We have been enjoying some positive economic trends. In 2019, your jobless rate, this is all the counties in your region, by the way, reached 3.8%, right there with the nation and the state. You had a 2.3% job growth rate. That's actually better than the state. Far better than the nation, which was 1.4. The state was 2. You were 2.3. So you should applaud yourselves, pat yourselves on the back for that. You had greater job growth. I would encourage you to try to blend your traditional industries, manufacturing, farming, with new industries like based around tourism, retirement, technology. You're obviously not that far from great, or you actually include great areas where people want to visit, maybe retire to, and that's going to be a big mover and shaker in the next 30, 40 years. My generation, the baby boomers, retiring, a lot of them in the Northeast, Midwest, moving south. That's economic development.
The next thing that we're going to go to is we're going to go to a panel discussion, and we're going to try some new technology with this. So let's hope this works. If you have a phone or if you have your computer with you, you can go to slido.com. Now, what you will be able to do is to ask us questions in real time. And I'll have an iPad there. The questions should be coming up on the iPad, and we're going to try to answer as many of those questions as possible. Well, let me first introduce our first panelist, Jennifer Lance. Jennifer Lance is the Economic Director for the Wilson Economic Development Council. And I do want to recognize our second person who will be joining us, Hillary Sherman. If you'll please come on up to the stage. And Hillary Sherman is a longtime friend of this region and has done a number of projects in this region. She is with the North Carolina Economic Development Administration, and she is our North Carolina representative.
So my name is Stacy Woodhouse. I am the Economic Development Director for Warren County, which is just to the east of us. And I have the pleasure of introducing our next speaker. I was introduced to Tom Rue by Christy Van Auken from the Research Triangle Foundation about a year ago.
I have, as Stacy mentioned in the introduction, I spent probably the first 20 years of my professional career starting, growing, selling companies, and the last dozen or so years trying to help people around the world do that. Because I saw firsthand the economic impact, the empowerment that entrepreneurship has for people.
Hopefully you guys have sent in some questions here. If there's a country that's doing Is there a country doing entrepreneurship really well that you look at and go, they're just eating our lunch and we should more mimic what they're doing, or we need to catch up? Is there somebody doing this extremely well?
Yeah, the Israelis are given a lot of credit.
We think everyone's making it back in. I'm Jordan McMillan, the Vance County Manager, and I have the privilege of introducing our next speaker. And if you think this morning was good, we have a lot of great, large, big hitters on schedule this afternoon. Our next speaker is and leads the state's largest economic development agency, the North Carolina Department of Commerce. If you all welcome Secretary Tony Copeland.
I want to be clear that I'm here. One thing that I want to talk about today is workforce. No company's going anywhere where they expect the workforce to fall out of an airplane. It's just not going to happen. And it's one of the things that you have proximity to, and being proximate to the triangle in your community college. How many community college people do we have here? You're probably the greatest incentive that we have so far as your customized training and what you do there.
I'm Sherry Wilburn, and I'm the Director of Economic Development for Person County. So today we have with us several partners. Dr. Jenny Harris, who's the Executive Director of Business Services for North Carolina Department of Commerce Division of Workforce Solutions. Dr. Harris is going to speak to us about innovative things going on at the state level. Next, we will have Dawn Michelle Tucker to come out from Vance Granville Community College, which serves 4 out of 5 of the counties in the Kerr-Tar region. And then Dr. Senegal, President of Piedmont Community College, will tag team with Ms. Judy Bratcher from Person County Schools to talk about the pipeline development that we have in Person County. And then finally, Rhonda High, the Customized Training Director of Halifax Community College, has agreed to come and talk to us about an advanced manufacturing initiative that's been a success story in a neighboring region, and you may have heard of that as referred to as Ramp East.
And I understand from what I learned during the lunch break is that this area is #1 in the state for collaborations with economic developers and workforce developers.
Share with you from a local level how we are able as a college to respond to the needs of business and industry, and how we are working to do our part to build a workforce that is skilled and prepared to go to work.
Without a plan, the people perish. That's what we realized was happening in Person County, that we did not have a cohesive, deliberate plan for making sure that we were developing and investing in the pipeline for our workforce from the K-12 system through to the community colleges on to employment. And that's what the 614 plan is really all about.
What we found is that industries are moving into North Carolina at a very rapid pace. They're coming into North Carolina because they see an opportunity.
Good afternoon. I'm Walter Gardner, the mayor of the town of Warrenton. On behalf of the board of directors and the officers of the Kerr-Tar Regional Council of Government, I welcome you to our final act and presentation of the afternoon. Doug Griffith retired from politics in January 2015 to actively pursue his passion of helping communities, organizations, and businesses grow stronger. In his best-selling book, 13 Ways to Kill Your Community, Doug identifies challenges and opportunities that all our communities face.
They traded away what they wanted most for what they wanted now, what was easy and convenient and pleasurable. And then it occurred to me that it's not just high school students that do that. Everyone does that. Everyone has plans for their future, but we make decisions every single day that undermine those big long-term plans. We trade away what we want most for what we want now. And then it occurred to me that it's not just people, communities do that too. See, I've spoke all over North America, and I have not been to a single community that does not have plans for their future. They've got tourism plans and marketing plans and economic plans and infrastructure plans and recreation plans. We need a plan just to manage all the plans we have. We're not short on plans and visions for our future, but I have not been to a single solitary community yet that I don't see them doing something to undermine those long-term plans. They trade away something they want now that's easy and convenient, or for them, and away those big plans for their community. So that's what this presentation is about.
And I say to you that this isn't our final act. I would say to you that we need to look to the sequels in the next year that will be coming. And John Updike, an American novelist and poet, once wrote, "I suppose sequels are inevitable for a writer of a certain age." And we are in a certain age. We're in a millennium. We're in the 21st century. We've had people talk to you about our regional initiatives. We've had people talk to you about our local dynamic. But let's come back here in a year and let's write our sequels. Let's talk about our goal is to have a region that writes, produces, develops, and launches subsequent sequels on the successes and the endeavors that we have. But I challenge you, let's come back and let's write our sequels, let's keep momentum going, and let's be the dynamic region in 2 years that everyone else in this great state wants to emulate. I thank you for being here.